Hi, my name is Tom Moylan. I am the president and founder of Steeplecom. We have been working with the United Methodist Church for over 13 years to do transactions to put cell towers on church properties, whether it be in the steeple or in the back corner of a parking lot with a traditional tower or a pine tree or some sort of stealth deployment. And I'm making this video primarily for trustees and treasurers, district superintendents, bishops, so you can understand the new program that we've put together with the GCFA. I look forward to going over the most important points, and thank you for your time. Using churches as cell towers is nothing new. The wireless business has been around for a long time, and the wireless industry, you can rest assured that they bring experts to every single transaction. They bring lawyers, construction managers, RF engineers, structural engineers, consultants, historical people, and we have found that the biggest value that we bring to this is the protections that we provide for not only the local church but the conference as well. And that's usually a one-sided situation when that's when they get to go up against well-meaning volunteers that are bright, smart people in their own right, but they don't have the subject matter expertise to be able to tell what is a good thing, what is a bad thing, the technical aspects of, should you allow one carrier, two carriers, three carriers. This is definitely a situation where the devil is in the details, and we've been through this ringer many, many times, and so we not only know how to protect the local church, but the conference as well. As you probably know, we are a vetted sponsor of the GCFA. What that really means is that they went through and they looked at our references, our businesses, our business practices, and our mission to see if we're a worthy business partner. We've been doing business with the United Methodist Church for over 13 years, so it was easy for them to find out everything. So basically what we look to do now is that we're looking to put a simple agreement in place with the conference to be able to take your portfolio and bring them to the wireless carriers. The carriers understand that the way Methodist property is owned is that the trustees own all of the assets within the conference, and it's held in trust at the local level. So it's a two-tiered system that needs to cooperate with each other. So in order for us to have standing, that's why we look to put an agreement in place with the conference. That way the carriers will definitely take a look at the database, at the portfolio, and they will factor them into their current and future build needs. They have told us time and time again that they appreciate the approach, they use the approach, they would much rather deal with somebody that knows the ins and outs of this business in order to get transactions done, as opposed to some of the delays that can happen in working with the church. As you can well imagine, the wireless world is changing all the time. They have different technologies, different deployments, different strategies. So using churches as cell towers is nothing new. But what is new is that they're going from a macro cell to a micro cell strategy. That means they're getting killed by capacity, and sites that did not work before could work before now. There's also a bunch of rural applications that will be coming that will put rural churches in play unlike they've ever been before. You have to understand the scope, the landscape, to be able to take advantage of these opportunities. We at Steeplecom have worked with the carriers for over a decade, so we understand the needs that they have, and we understand the complexities of working with the United Methodist Church. So our effort is to smooth out that process, so no matter what happens, whatever technology comes down the pike, whatever new type of opportunity there is, we want to make sure that our client churches are in the fore to be able to take advantage of that with the carriers. There are also, once there is a site deployed, there are lease optimization and lease capitalization programs that the carriers have that they're fraught with peril. Definitely a situation where the devil is in the details. We have seen many churches agree to rent reductions that were totally unnecessary, and we've also had churches that went to do a lump sum payment that they left so much money on the table and they gave up so many rights to future revenues that the vendor should probably be ashamed of themselves, but nobody held a gun to the church's head and they said yes, just because they weren't familiar with the industry. Steeplecom is more than just a business. It's a mission for us. God smacked me in the forehead with a 2x4 many years ago, and I was really clear that I was told that this is what I need to do. Ever since then, we've been able to provide millions of dollars in revenues to local churches. What that money turns into, I don't know. But when I sit in my quiet time and I think about the impact of what we do, that money gets translated into healthier churches, not scrambling for their budgets, missions. What does that money look like? What happens when that money actually gets put on the street, and whatever that means. It's awesome, and it's daunting to really understand that the impacts of what we do have eternal salvation implications. That's just an awesome way to spend your day, and it's an awesome business to be able to craft that, to be able to do that. I just look forward to working with you and working with the churches and working to help their ministries. God bless.